follow-up question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to ask, in connection with some information you mentioned, why do companies use, so many different approaches? Like there's both on-prem and cloud. That's in my company too. And what challenge will they face if they don't use various infrastructure? So if you could educate us on why it's important to have both.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can go then. The Mahmudul, you can go next.
Yeah,
so
sure.
the both are important. Basically, as he mentioned, I want actually the start where he completed. His company is good example. So it's exactly practical and perfect for all of you. His company is complex. Remember, understand his company's vision. They are using the payment collection company, and they started with the 30, 40 years ago, whatever time, and they started with the old application. And that time there was no cloud, basically. There is
Yep.
no cloud exists. So they have the on-premises. On-prem means your own building is protected by you. You have own internet. You have own thousands of servers. Okay, so that's called the on-prem, the data center. So now, as the company is growing, he also mentioned South Korea, this and that. Why is that? Because their clients are all over the world. And plus, you will hear, we have a session from this, like the latency, we call the latency. If you have only data center, the building, the data building, computers in the New York, right? The people is coming from the Germany, they're accessing the Germany, it will be taking a long time to hit the New York data center. And it will create bad customer experience.
Yes.
And it's not good. And they will lose the customer. And many times it will time out. Time out means they're trying to hop in all the Atlantic Ocean, many ocean, and they reach out to the New York data center. Basically, that's how it works. Because in some point, physically, you're connected whole world through the submarine cables, right?
Yep.
Now, as the business is growing, they have to horizon, they have to expand their data center. Wait a minute, that's not going to actually solve the problem. Data center is not solving the problem. So now what they're doing, they are not expanding the data center anymore, because the cloud is providing all of the data center now. Because there is a private cloud, there is a public cloud, cloud has everything else. So does it mean they're going to shut down all the data center? No, they're not. All the data center exist, but they are not expanding any of the application in the data center anymore. Now they're actually integrating. If something need to be expanded, enhanced in the existing data center, they're not going to. Most of the company do not add any $1 million resources. Why did I say the $1 million resources? All the servers each time cost $5 to $10 million for the company. They don't do anymore. So instead of they do this, they actually create the logical connection. Mean there either is a JSON connection or the FTP connection or any type of YAML connection. They actually create the connection from the data center software, and they actually start implementing, enhancing on the cloud, because cloud is providing same type of resources. Of course, cloud is secure, and they will ensure the security, the cyber security team. So you need to understand that's how the company works. So data center is not going to be abolishing. They are going to be as expected, but they will not be expanding. Company is not going to expand. Even the government is not going to expand the data center. But there will be a connection between the existing data center and the cloud, so that the company can easily expand their the resources. But now resource is going to be all over the world. The age of Microsoft data center is many countries. Okay, the AWS data center is many countries. So wherever your customer is, AWS DevOps engineer actually ensure the CDN, is called the CDN, so that the customer, those resource region can resource to the closest data center, means closest region. This is how the company actually works. Everything is happening logically. You don't need to go anywhere else. Yeah, go ahead, Mahmoud.
Yeah. So Shiblu just covered a lot of things, and I just wanted to add some other comments. So yes, they are not creating any new data center anymore. They are going to cloud. That's why the cloud providers, right? So whatever you are doing on your data center, cloud is providing you more with less price, right? So you don't have to maintain your old You don't have to maintain your own people to take to the maintenance of the server, or creating logical grouping, or creating servers like logical server in physical servers. You don't have to pay for the internet, you don't have to pay for the electricity, you don't have to pay for the security. If something happened, let's say some disaster happened, right, your application is down. So that's where company is going to the cloud nowadays. But whatever application deployed in their existing data center, they don't want to just deploy it, because sometime migration costs a lot of money. So you are paying a lot of money to the people who are actually migrating those application, and that's not easy, that's not very easy, that's very difficult, because something is running fine, you just wanted to move it because you have cloud. That's not a good strategy. So that's why company they're using hybrid, like data, some application are deployed on data center, some application they're deployed on cloud. Because if you think about it, like some databases, right, like databases is the main thing, like we need all the data and the actual real customer data. So when you have to replicate this data, or one databases, let's for say example of one databases, like you have to replicate in different region. So if one region goes down, another region is up, you can just get the data seamlessly. But in physical data center, that's not possible, because when you are replicating data, you are replicating data in the same physical location. So for some reason this location is down, it could be internet access, it could be electricity issue, it could be natural disaster, your all data is gone. Our customer are using or facing a lot of issues, like their user experience is very will be very bad. So that's where the company they started using cloud and on-prem both, because their existing application are on-prem, they are deploying new application on cloud. So together it is a very good combination to run their business.
I completely agree. This is the, we can talk about hours of hours.
Hours of hours, yes.
This conversation, because whenever things come to the networking, we can go hours of hours. But
Yes.
we'll set up another session with you guys. You guys will be learning this very interesting session. Thank you.